Today, we're diving into construction, the foundation of every project, big or small. We'll explore the key elements that bring ideas to life, from planning to execution. Let's uncover how construction shapes not just buildings, but the way we live and work. Today, we're diving into construction, specifically, why we choose different materials when building houses. It's not random. Each material has its own strengths, weaknesses, and best uses. Understanding these choices helps us see how homes are designed for safety, comfort, and durability. So let's explore the role materials play in shaping the places we live. Let's think about building a house. Would you choose straw or brick? Construction is all about putting things together, structures, buildings, and more. The materials builders pick really matter. They choose based on what they need the building to do, how strong it should be, and how long it should last. So the question isn't just about what's easiest, but what works best for the job at hand. Let's dive into construction materials, the very stuff that shapes our buildings and cities. We're talking plastic, cork, concrete, brick, stone, glass, and wood. Each one has unique properties. Some are strong, some soft. Some let light through, others keep water out. As we explore, think about how these qualities influence what gets built. Later, we'll look at famous landmarks and discover which materials made them stand the test of time. It's all about matching material to purpose. Let's take a moment to look at these famous landmarks. Think about the materials that went into building them. What did the builders choose and why? Each material tells a story about the technology of the time, the local environment, and the purpose of the structure. Understanding these choices helps us appreciate not just the beauty, but the ingenuity behind these iconic places. Let's take a moment to think about the Eiffel Tower. It's one of the most iconic structures in the world. But have you ever wondered what it's actually made from? The answer might surprise you. It's not stone or concrete, but a very specific kind of metal. This slide invites us to explore that material and understand why it was chosen for such a landmark. Let's take a moment to think about the Taj Mahal. It's one of the most iconic monuments in the world. But have you ever wondered what it's made from? The material isn't just about beauty, it tells a story of craftsmanship, culture, and history. So, what do you think? What material gives the Taj Mahal its timeless elegance? Let's pause and ask a simple question. Why? Why did they build the Great Pyramids the way they did? More specifically, did they pick the best material available to construct these incredible structures? It's a question that gets us thinking about choices, resources, and what mattered most in that time. Today, we're going to explore how those decisions shaped something that's lasted thousands of years. Let's take a moment to think about this landmark, La Sagrada Familia. It's one of the most iconic structures in the world, known for its intricate design and ongoing construction. But do you know which city it calls home? It's a place rich in culture and creativity, a city that's inspired countless artists and architects. Keep that in mind as we move forward. Now, let's take a moment to chat with your partner. Think about the Statue of Liberty. Has it always looked the way it does today? Its iconic green color might surprise you. This question invites us to explore how time and nature have changed one of the world's most famous landmarks. So, discuss your thoughts, and get ready to uncover the story behind that color. Let's talk about where insulation fits into a building. Insulation is a special material designed to keep the warmth inside when it's cold outside. It acts like a barrier, trapping heat and slowing down how fast it escapes. You'll find insulation in walls, floors, and ceilings, anywhere heat might try to slip away. It's a simple idea, but it makes a huge difference in comfort and energy use. Let's think about the parts of a house where water is a constant challenge. These are the areas that really need waterproof materials. When something's waterproof, it means water can't pass through it. It acts as a barrier. Bathrooms, kitchens, basements, and roofs are prime spots where waterproofing is essential. Using the right materials here helps protect the structure and keeps everything dry and safe. Now it's time to put what we've learned to the test. Let's see how much stuck and where we might need a little more practice. Quiz time, don't worry, this is all about learning and growing. So take a deep breath, focus, and let's dive in. Ready? All right, it's quiz time. Let's see what you've picked up so far. Here's the question: what material do you think is the best choice for the roof of a house? Take a moment to think about durability, cost, and climate. There's no trick here, just practical choices that make a real difference. Ready? Let's keep going and find out how you did. Now let's test what we've learned so far. The question is simple: what material makes the best choice for building a bridge? Think about strength, durability, and cost. There's no single right answer, but this quiz helps us weigh the options and understand why certain materials are preferred in different situations. Ready? Let's dive in. Now let's test what we've learned with a quick quiz. Question 3. What material was used to build the Eiffel Tower? Think about the structure, its strength, and the era it was built in. Got your answer? Great. We'll explore this next and see how the choice of materials shaped one of the world's most iconic landmarks. Now let's pause for a moment. Quiz time. We've talked a lot about insulation, but what exactly is it? Think about how insulation works, why it matters, and what it does in a building or a home. This is your chance to test your understanding before we move on. Ready? Let's see how well you've grasped the basics of insulation. Let's take a moment to think about where waterproof materials really matter in a house. Which areas do you think need that extra protection against water? It could be places exposed to moisture, or where leaks might cause damage. Bathrooms, kitchens, basements, these all come to mind. This quick quiz helps us focus on the practical side of building, making sure we know where to use the right materials to keep a home safe and dry. We've looked at different materials: plastic, tiles, iron, and how each plays a role in building and design. Some materials help keep heat in, making spaces like roofs, bathrooms, and kitchens more comfortable and efficient. Understanding these basics helps us make smarter choices in our environments. That wraps up our discussion. Thanks for joining me. This video was created with SlideSpeak. Visit SlideSpeak to turn your presentations into engaging AI-narrated videos.